Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter. Oh yeah, that's off, and you'll know why it's off in a second. So I got something from Amazon today. Yeah, this is kind of also a little bit of a test. That's what I was somewhat setting up. Because I thought, I've had a bunch of issues with compression on the other thing. So maybe if I have a different mic that is just for streaming, it might work a little better. So yeah, hopefully my guest for today will tell me if I sound absolutely atrocious or not, because this is literally the first time I'm using this thing. And the new headphones because the other ones broke. So yeah, Shorty, how's it going? Or Baba, I should say.
Baba, my phone. It sounds fine. It
Okay, I tell you what, it actually has another setting. I can go into unidirectional instead of omnidirectional. It sounds like this instead.
That one sounds more cleaner, I guess. Good, more clean. I'm not good with telling the difference with microphones.
I see. Fair enough. Well, hopefully, I guess all become clear in due time. I suppose, yeah, mainly, I can actually, I can roam about, and I can sound exactly the same.
Yay!
I guess if I'm calling out, it doesn't really make as much of a... It's not really as effective anymore, because I like to do stuff at a distance, sometimes be like, this is terrible, or this is great, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Something like that. So who knows?
You can't do that anymore. You loser.
Yeah, it's not like Oh well, it'll be a worthy sacrifice in the end, possibly. Anyways, hopefully we won't be sacrificing our sanity today. That's my segue for the day. Deal with it. But today we're looking at "See You Later,"
Okay.
which is what we said to Pola today, or should have done, because we're meant to be in a meeting right now, and that is not what's happened because I was rendering, so that's also why we started a little bit later than usual. Not that anyone cares, because no one watches the Facebook version except for Maya yesterday. So, yeah, I guess we'll deal with the consequence of that later. We'll see. Oh well. Without further ado, on with the review of FCU, Ep.2.
Yeah!
Normally when I rhyme stuff, you complain at me.
Not today.
No, give that another couple months.
I'm so happy we're getting the room together.
Same.
I didn't think we were gonna get to room together, but here we are.
It seems like everyone got the roommates they wanted this year. I mean, good for them, I suppose.
You're so cute when you're happy.
Oh, Caitlin, stop it!
Oh, it's my dad. Hello?
Hey, Sugar Pea! How's the move going?
It's going great, Dad.
I feel like we need sitcom applause for the character that's on the phone that is referencing the larger universe.
I'm here with my roommate, Luca.
Hi!
Hey!
Wait a minute! She actually referred to her girlfriend as her roommate!
Oh no.
You can't make that up!
Don't do that.
No, it's just, I love the fact that this is...
Don't do that.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't think she is out to everyone just yet, because Sylvana did actually detect, she suspected it and then was confirmed by Katie when she actually talked about it, and it was like, oh yeah, don't worry about that and stuff, and had a whole actually decent conversation for once. But yeah, I think Eric was put in the picture as of yet. It's always the dads that are left out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh well. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I mentioned the roommate thing because yeah, there's the oh my god, and they were roommates thing. I only heard that last year. This year, really, it was last year because of one topic at a time.
heard that last year.
Yes. So the fact that it's like, was that a thing when, in 2017? Because, if it was, then I'm surprised that wasn't referenced. Given that.
I mean, you're talking about the and they were roommates thing, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it might have existed, but was it like a meme at the time?
It was a thing when Vine was around, so I don't think it was a 2017 thing. Though
Yeah, fair enough, because Vine was dead by this point.
Yeah, Vine is pretty popular around mentally ill people, so.
Okay. I don't know how to dissect that statement.
No, Vine's a pretty popular thing with Gen Z. So it
Okay.
could be, it could not be. It's like a couldn't situation.
Well, okay.
Yeah, stay confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what point we're trying to make. It's popular with Gen Z, so aphmau wouldn't have known about it. Is that what you were trying to say?
No. Yeah.
Great. We'll move on then.
Luca? Oh, I'm sorry I can't be there, Sugar Pea. But maybe next time. I just want to make sure you were okay.
Imagine if he actually had been there at the time, and they had to pretend not to be dating the whole time. It's just like, yes, me and my good friend. Yes, run along, father. We wish to be alone for a bit.
Dad, I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, hugs and kisses. And Luca, take care of my Sugar Pea.
Don't worry, she's safe with me.
I thought it was going to be like, oh, I will, or something like that. I mean, if you're not out of the closet, have some fun with it at least.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye.
Wait, actually, if she had teased Eric and he didn't know about it, and then suddenly she comes out, and then everything makes sense in his head all at once. It's like, so wait, you and Luca and roommates and.
Caitlin, when are you gonna tell your dad
Yes, top 10 coming out scenes of all time.
about me?
When I'm ready. I don't want him to get all up in your face the way he did with my ex-boyfriend.
You mean all the way that you set a rug on fire when he had a date? Don't pretend you're not the same, Caitlin.
I feel like that's why my ex left.
No, it wasn't. We know why your ex left. You broke up with him because he was too nice. Don't pretend. We've all watched the show, Caitlin.
Fine, I understand. But just letting you know, I can handle it. But maybe during next summer.
Maybe. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a rule we should have.
What's that?
Well, every couple fights. So because we're rooming together, we should make sure to give each other space if we're angry.
Space?
I love how she's able to do this, but she can't do that with Nicole or Lucinda, who she wasn't dating, but specifically said she didn't want to room with them because they'd argue too much.
Space? What do you mean?
Just in case, I don't want us to be all crazy. Remember finals last year? You were super stressed. You drank all that coffee and...
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that doesn't sound like her at any other point, Caitlin. What is wrong with Caitlin in this scene? It's like everything is a contradiction to something that's come before or come later.
Speaking of coffee!
Oh no.
See? It's not that different.
Let me guess. You wanna...
Please?
Stop being adorable as heck! Fine.
You know what? That might actually beat the stop being adorable thing that aphmau said back in Love of Paradise.
Fine, let's go to the cafe.
Yay!
But we need to talk about that rule later.
Anything, my love.
Why? You
Let's
just
go. Give me one more time.
you just explained the rule.
Give me one more time.
I can do this now.
Oh, nice cafe, huh?
I'm under direct rules not to tamper with the intro whenever it's whenever it plays. So that's not gonna happen. Oh, and also I love how BB just joined while that was going on. So yeah, hi.
Hello. Sorry, no, I was
My
doing
love.
stuff. I was doing stuff.
My life
Okay.
and love.
Oh wait, you have a new headset?
Yes, so I was like actually able to get up and actually do, other things as well. I don't know.
Wow,
I'll
what
make
kind of
use of it
magic is
somehow.
this?
I'll make use of it somehow. I got inspired because it was like my old ones actually broke yesterday. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a browse around and see what I can do for this. So yeah, I know. Seems to be working fine so far, but then again, I give it like 2 days given my track record with audio stuff.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry if I seem distracted. I was just wondering if anyone else I knew was around.
I can't rush this. If I do, it's going to be bad. I can't rush this.
Wait, did she just drink coffee while he wasn't looking?
I won't make that mistake again. So, Af, how was high school?
Nah, lots of drama and stuff. Got into a few fights, and
Really?
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. She mentions the fights a few times. I really don't know if those counted, because I know what she's referencing, but no one ever threw a singular punch.
If you're talking, I think what Gareth is referencing here is like stuff that happened after he left and thus would not know anything about it. I don't think it's like the werewolf games or anything.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of high school, which we saw a few incidents in hallways and the Garen werewolf games and all that, but no one ever actually threw a punch, so I don't know if those count. Confrontations, I don't know if those would count as fights.
No one threw a punch at aphmau.
She never threw a punch at anyone else.
She could mean fights as in arguments, or she could actually mean that, she eventually threw hands. I mean, to be honest, she could have thrown hands with Zane or some of the Shadow Knights. You never know.
As one of the mini
and
adventures that was implied that happened that caused them to hate Zane, that happened all off screen between season 2 and Phoenix Drop Days.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? Kitty's got to use her claws at some point.
Yeah. I still wish we got a junior or senior year season.
Yes, we all wish that.
I had other werewolves challenge me very much during senior year.
Just Maria again.
We could have just waited. I hate this. We could have just waited for her to say that, and she would have said when it was. And of course, it's during the seasons that we never got to see. Oh
yes,
my god!
Because Gareth wouldn't know about those. That's why she'd be talking about them to him as if he didn't know. Him asking how was high school was not a reference of the entire 4 years of high school. It was how much he'd missed out on.
So, you must be pretty strong, huh?
Maybe. I mean, really, I just got very lucky.
Oh, give yourself some credit.
Really, I just got lucky.
Give
It's not
yourself
like
some
I'm the
credit.
second coming of this universe's version of Jesus.
She needed 3 relics to become that. I don't think that counts.
I do.
And a werewolf transformation.
I did okay.
I feel like
but
she
I
could have
been
done. I
better.
feel like there's a way that she might be able to do it on her own.
Yeah, just nerf the Demon Warlock a little bit.
So, you had...
Is that also, speaking of other people from high school, is that Casey? Like top left, is that Casey right there? It looks like him.
Maybe? It's a decent outfit. I don't know, I see what you mean with the eyes and hair color. I don't know, though.
Yeah, I mean, aphmau did say that she was looking around for people that she knew, so either she didn't see him, or he's really well hidden. Then again, aphmau did say that being short, she can't see like a few meters in front of her, apparently.
To be fair,
Aaron's holding a wedding ring, so...
Unless aphmau really took a good look at him, I could understand missing him. I mean, even now, as I'm looking at him, I'm not so sure this is. Yeah, I mean, he could just have the same eye color and hair, because he has a completely different outfit, and it's safe to assume that he's also taller than he was at that point in time. So,
which aphmau would know, because... Oh wait, actually, hold on a second. He's a year younger than aphmau. He's still in high school. Yeah, never mind.
Had any relationships or anything? Ongoing, that is.
Nah, not right now.
Could you still I can't rush this. I must be cautious. Hey, are you dating anyone right now, this instant?
I need to segue to my persona in season 1 of MyStreet. Come on, let's hurry this up.
Yeah, I mean, then again, him announcing he's not going to do something and then immediately do it out of desperation for aphmau's affection is a segue into his season 1 persona.
What did you say?
I mean, yeah, but don't tell Luca, okay?
Luca? Oh, Caitlin's girlfriend. Why not?
Oh my, Irene, is that
And I thought everyone on campus knows.
our little aphmau?
Luca! Caitlin!
Hey, Aph, good to
I'd have loved it. She's like slapped the coffee like out of her hand. It's like, oh, Luca, how are you doing? Long time no see.
see ya!
Oh, I missed you guys!
Mhm.
Summer!
Long. I was out on a family vacation, so Caitlin and I were far apart. But we're
Wow,
together now.
I hate her voice. It's more annoying than Dice Art just because it's not funny.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm pretty sure that this voice actress did like another character at some point, but I don't know why I'm not placing it right now.
That's awesome!
Oh, hey, Gareth! Long time no see!
Sent to you, Caitlin.
You been working out? It shows.
Casey,
What was that, sorry?
Casey was eating candy corn. Just out of the bowl. Just at a coffee place. Candy corn.
I mean, Halloween is approaching, so I guess I know there's probably pumpkin spice lattes around.
Oh, by the way, you two haven't formally met. This is Luca, my girlfriend.
Charmed, darling.
The pleasure
See how easy that is? It's like, my roommate.
is all mine. She's a cutie, Caitlin.
Of course.
Ooh, you know what? We should catch up over some coffee.
I'd love to, but I need to get back to my room. Yeah.
Feed my cats.
And I know that if I talk with you guys, I will be here for hours.
True.
Well, we'll catch up later then. We have a whole year, so I'm not too worried.
Same. Gotta go. Oh, and do you guys know where I can find the senior dorms?
Oh yeah, you head out the cafe, go towards the quad, and then they're right across the street north of there. Why?
This is literally what I said to do last episode. Just ask someone to help you and leave the room and not be like, I wonder if I can find him in the game or if I'm going to call him multiple times on the phone. It's like, no, get out there.
No reason. I just saw the other dorms and I hadn't seen that one, so just wanted to know, you know? Bye, guys.
Wait,
Oh, her. She's just trying to get out of drinking coffee again. Well, I'll show her.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring her something to her room later on. Do you like coffee?
Heck yeah!
Looking back on it, wasn't this kind of dynamic just sort of ripping off of the SpongeBob and Squidward episode where SpongeBob is like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you?
Maybe.
Because it was the
Maybe.
episode where he was like trying to force Squidward into eating Krabby Patties, and then Squidward's like, no, I hate him after taking one, and then in secret he was
I
basically
do-
smuggling him.
Yeah, I do remember the episode, but yeah, at the same time, you know, it could have been a variety of things. It could have been just a person that aphmau knew in real life. Maybe she just was forced to drink coffee by someone.
Also, I hate the idea, looking back on it, SpongeBob was so mean during that. He goes, you like Krabby Patties, don't you? Not as in you are about to implode. Which he was,
Well-
might I add. They make it very clear that is a canonical thing because he then goes to the hospital immediately after. Squidward was just not cared for by SpongeBob at all in that moment. SpongeBob just liked that he was right.
You know, yeah, SpongeBob does have a little bit of a mean side to him sometimes, but he's also just an oblivious idiot. So, you know, he can just see somebody like in torment and being like, you know, classic them. You know, always having fun, you know, and then do his laugh.
Yeah.
Betty.
Anyway, speaking of oblivious idiots, Jenny.
Slow down on the podcast.
I'm kidding, that's mean, that's mean.
Fall has like so many days left. And that's why I need to eat as much as I can. At least close your mouth when you chew.
She did close her mouth. She was eating like this.
I forget, did they ever say in the series? I think they did. I think they might have implied on this series, so I don't know. But I genuinely don't remember. This isn't like whenever you pretend like you don't know things, but you very much do.
Okay.
which you do multiple times in this series. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but no, I genuinely did. They ever confirm whether she was just a genuine foodie or if she had a disorder? I feel like that was a thing at one point.
Okay, without pretending anything, I don't remember that being addressed.
Okay.
I think she is just a foodie.
Yeah.
Okay, because looking back on it, I
No
feel like they might have had a talk about her eating habits.
Possibly, and if they did, we'll get to that. If not, it'll be like Patrick's eating habits, where it just never gets talked about.
Sign up. That's
That's a silhouette that vaguely looks like him.
It's not even his hoodie.
I guess it's new season, so he might have changed, but
Hey,
yeah, no.
Why are you following me?
I don't know. Why are you 8 feet tall? Look at that shot. My goodness. That's not a camera trick. You have to actually make the person that large.
Oh, tall man. And
Get out of my face!
yeah, fuck yeah.
I wish he
I
kept
don't-
this jacket, by the way. This is the best jacket. The low-key best outfit.
Okay.
Prep? I don't deal with
Yo,
it.
Ken!
Hubba,
Shut
hubba.
up.
Oh, I remember.
Never mind,
Ken
I thought
now.
this was Aaron for a second. Whoopsies.
Yeah, no. This is
Yeah, this
Ken.
is
I forgot
better
about him
than
until this very instant, and then I remembered everything about him.
This chick is cool.
Diana! You decided to come here!
Of course.
You associate with preps, Diane?
Oh my
Gross.
word.
Shut up, Ken.
Oh well, I see I got the wrong person.
Shut up!
I gotta get going. See ya!
Speaking of foodies,
It's not
Oh, Jenny.
him.
Ken, you're a jerk.
for context viewers, their dog is named Foodie.
Hey, that jacket.
Yes, we understand the confusion.
Ken, sell me that jacket.
What? No! I just bought this!
Sell it to me.
At the very least, he's not just going to take it. I mean, you got to appreciate that at least. Or you could just ask where he bought it from and get the same one. Oh, wait, no. That'd make you like a prep and you'd be a conformist and blah, 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 so you can't do that. I understand.
Fine. Whatever.
That was embarrassing. Maybe I'll wait until class to see him. Yeah.
You mean the class you don't know that he's in yet?
He's gotta be in there.
I love how all these people are just looking for Aaron now. Aaron has become the new aphmau in the sense of like having everyone after him. Okay, so last episode, aphmau said she didn't want to go door to door just to try and find him, but now she's literally doing that. But I guess she's triangulated like where he would like the rough location. So I guess it's better, but also just like not knocking and just
Last floor.
peeping into the door. I don't know.
Excuse me, ma'am. The top floor is off limits.
Why?
Safety reasons.
Oh,
Hey, come back here!
I mean, that is a good cover up, but at the same time, that is weird that they, smash up the place just for that.
Oh, there are no rooms.
What's the matter with you, huh? Sheesh.
Sorry, I thought someone was up here.
Yeesh. Kids these days.
Yes, with your memes and your dabbing, remember the whole thing, Castor.
I guess
It's weird, but with that shot, like with her, with at the back of her, and also that outfit that she's wearing, currently the color scheme, she did kind of look like Zack at that point. I mean, that makes sense. It's just eerie.
He didn't come to the school to finish senior year. I mean, he did the same thing in high school when he transferred.
I looked into a bunch of empty rooms and determined he was not there. Therefore, he must not be at this entire university.
So...
Okay. My shows are done.
Finished your marathon?
Absolutely. Now, I'm ready for college. I'm also ready for sleep. Thank you for the latte. Oh, and don't stay up nerding on your game for too long.
You can think...
Yeah, hypocrite much? What have you been doing all day, Tara?
Yoga and...
My Hero Academia.
He's on.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. I was about to say, because I mentioned that that aphmau at this time was running out of like mainstream anime to really reference that everyone would know, and only My Hero Academia was really the thing that she could bring in. That's why she had the Princess Mononoke thing from, you know, the Miyazaki film from like 20, 30 years ago. And but yeah, at least that was an actual reference that would have existed at the time. My Hero Academia would not, and I'm pretty sure I looked that up nearer to the like when I watched the episode. I was like, hang on a second, when did the manga come out? 2014, huh? Well. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, he is on.
Aaron? What the? He logged off? He was there. He didn't forget, but why is he acting so strange?
To be honest, that's it. That's what he's been doing for all of graduation days.
I'm sure he has a reason, right? Maybe he just doesn't like me.
See, this is why you shouldn't just avoid people like this, you know, and just be like, oh, I can't have a conversation with them, you know.
See, I don't have any friends online. My friends.
Ah, okay, that was poor timing in that case.
This is empty.
Sir?
Oh, he's back now. Okay. I think this is his first appearance in Falcon Claw so far.
I'd advise against it.
I'm an adult, Dad. Besides, what else am I gonna do if you won't let me be around people?
Fine. He can have the game, but no social media or a phone.
Fine. Whatever.
Sir, he could still make friends online that are here and...
I'm sure that won't happen. What are the chances of him knowing someone here? Aaron, that...
Well, the chances of him studying at a school for 4 years and, you know, knowing 0 people. What? Derek,
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Did you get in trouble with not showing up for the polar meeting? Anyway.
That's all you get. Don't screw it up.
Whatever.
And his eyes come out immediately as he leaves.
She's on! She's there!
How did he know that? He was looking away.
I guess he noticed when he was, I don't know, maybe he noticed first, then turned around, pretended not to realize, and then I guess none of the agents or Derek saw someone call out his name on the, okay, yeah. Is she asleep? Is that a thing you can do in this game? You can fall asleep?
No, the eyes aren't closed. I think she's just meditating.
Oh, okay.
Also, yes, there are emotes. Just, you know.
Aaron?
So here's my question: they never heard each other's voices throughout the entire time they're in game together. Did they only just turn on voice chat now? Is that how that works? Is there even voice chat in Final Fantasy? I don't know.
Which Final Fantasy are they playing?
Well, Jess and Jason met in Final Fantasy VII, so I think that might be the same one. I don't.
Definitely
know
not
sure.
Final. This definitely isn't 7. I can guarantee that.
I forget which version it was. Then either way, it's the first one that had like a major like multiplayer server thing. Bleh.
What can I say? Is she gonna talk to me?
Is she gonna talk to you? She just said your name! It's not just the fact that he's awkward, it's the fact that it doesn't make any sense what he's saying. Right. Press H to hug.
Why did you unfriend me?
She just jumped straight to the point.
Okay, yeah, no.
You can't waste any time, thanks to you.
So assuming your information is right and it is the first one with multiplayer, then it would be Final Fantasy XI, and no, apparently it didn't have voice chat. So either it's a different Final Fantasy with voice chat, or this is another plot hole.
Oh, okay, XI is 11, so that's why I was thinking something with Evan in it.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, he's typing, so it definitely isn't voice chat.
I had to clear my list for personal reasons.
Why did the mouth move then?
I don't know. Why is he saying all of his lines out loud? That's more of a question.
She's not gonna buy that.
You don't say your messages as you're typing?
No.
Oh, I do. I always say things that I'm always like saying verbally the letters I'm putting in there.
I mean, sometimes if I'm typing something while I'm on stream, I will say out like as I'm saying like I am sending this message so people know what I'm actually doing. Keep people without just thinking I've zoned out or something. But in general, no. Especially because like most of the calls that you guys have me on are stuff from like the night where I can't speak, so kind of defeat the purpose to be muted.
You can't. Do you have to whisper? Are you in the same room as your parents? Or
no, but they're not.
Who do you? I think so.
No, but unlike the MyStreet characters, they're not deaf if they're not in the same room. So
I just assume you whisper.
No, why would I whisper? The point is to not make any sound.
I was just...
If I was going to whisper what I'm going to say, I would just whisper into a microphone.
Worried. You didn't want to be my friend anymore. You don't reach out to me in 2 years. You message me randomly here, and then suddenly you're gone. Did I do something wrong?
No, it's not that at all. You never did anything wrong. It's just...
I will say, I don't usually say my messages with this much passion.
No, that's true. That's more artistic license.
What do you mean?
I guess maybe the Final Fantasy characters could be programmed in theory to move their mouths when someone types. Have like the classic like thing where it says like beep 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 beep, and just like as the text is going and the character's going like, I don't know, something like that.
That's
Nothing.
certainly wishful
It's just
thinking.
Family reasons and stuff. Honestly, I'm glad you're here.
Do you go to
See, if Derek was really smart here, he would have like. Well, actually, that depends if you can see your friends' friends lists. He could just make an account, friend Aaron, force him to keep that so we could see his profile all the time. I don't know.
Falconclaw University?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
Yes! I went to orientation, remember? And I'm glad.
I mean, yeah, he would remember vaguely because of the letter, but otherwise, not really.
I did. Would you want to meet now? Honestly, I'd rather talk to you in person.
Maybe tomorrow?
Sure. Would you like...
Ah, yes, maybe tomorrow when he's being watched even more thoroughly and in broad daylight. That makes
Like
sense.
to meet for coffee?
You like coffee now?
No, but I'd try it with you.
Then yeah, let's meet tomorrow.
I just realized if she's saying all this out loud, poor Tara's not gonna get any sleep.
Okay?
Yeah.
I have something I have to do, Shu. I'll see you later.
Yeah, she should really
he's
just
gone back to
whisper.
Chu. Oh, he did press H to hug. Yay! Levi drink for in-game hug, which is programmed into it. I am going to do my first Levi drink with this new headset and hopefully not get it wrong. You know what wasn't so bad? I thought I was gonna bash the mic by accident, but yeah, I've been fine.
Later, FC. I guess
Did you say she typed that after he left? What's the anyway? Whatever.
we are still friends.
You know, for as easily as she got paranoid, she certainly accepted the answer of yes, we're friends really easily.
Sometimes people just after that. I mean, think about Josh, for example. He needed constant reassurance, but as soon as he got that, he was fine.
I can't wait to see her again.
You know he's gonna type about that in the premiere, right?
Yes.
I hate this.
He can't. He's not going to deny it, is he?
No, but it's
We
just,
have the facts.
This is true. It's just annoying whenever he talks. I thought that said Garrett for a second there.
And there we go. I always do it. I always get rid of it by the drop. So yeah, that was see you later. Or in this case, see you tomorrow if, the agents let me.
Oh, no, I was about... Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. No, I was gonna say, well, if they wanted to make it thematic, they could say F you, but then I realized that that it's FC, not FU.
Yeah, I mean, if you were
I
trying
forgot
to...
that it was C.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that...
But I think they wouldn't go with
even-
that anyways because of what people might think F stands for.
Well, when people think of like the word like F and U together constantly, that's like a thing people have an association with. So yeah, maybe in 2019 when she was at her most edgy before like completely backpedaling.
God, hey,
This
you
was
know
like
it's
building up to
my
it.
God, it's similar to how you stop these videos. You pause the videos whenever it does the beat drop.
Yes. Do you mean like when you're expecting them to be like at their most intense, suddenly it's like a complete...
No, I'm referencing her drop in quality.
Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, I think I get what you mean. I was just trying to translate that for the camera. But yeah. So
Well, tell them to be intelligent.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, that's
you're right. Oh wait,
that
you're right
always
here.
works.
You guys, be intelligent. Get some brain cells. Go to school for once.
Yeah, because that always works, doesn't it? Just telling people
Unless
to
you're
be
an American, in
intelligent.
which case, well, your insolence is already paid for by the government.
I thought you were going to say going to school won't help you if you're American, but that works too.
That's accurate too.
Hmm. Okay.
It's great. We're never going to see a single live message from here ever again now that you use Facebook. It's hilarious.
We don't know
No
how
one
many people are going to
uses
be annoyed
Facebook.
people are going to be annoyed until we actually get the next thing. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. If you want to be if you want to like have like like enrage the masses, then you've got to be on some of the more of the gacha review streams because that's where that's where the live reactions are still.
Yeah. See, because you'll post like the Facebook links in the chat, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to go log in my Facebook account for all that.
Ah, yes, it's such a rigorous process.
Kind of, yeah. I don't never log into Facebook.
Aha.
I go into Twitch pretty frequently though, so it's saved and stuff, but I haven't gone onto Facebook on this PC since I got it. You got the PC, should I say.
Well, yeah, because I imagine you would have got Facebook before, because Twitch. Yes, okay, got it. Okay, well, fair enough then. As we should probably review the actual episode and give the final thoughts. Okay, going back to that Caitlyn conversation, it is bizarre to me that there is just that this series has gone on for so long that the creator at this point has forgotten like most of the stuff that got referenced before, or it's like, wait a minute, that's not how the whole like X left thing went down. In fact, Jeffy wanted to get back together with Caitlyn, and she did not want to, even though she was crying a bunch and stuff. And then there was like a big twist in Binge by Season 1. And then, of course, forgetting that Caitlyn was just as bad as Eric in terms of like thinking about one person dating the other or something.
You know, here's my input on that one. What I think is interesting is that Buttercore is a very small group, right? And aphmau is like a full like paid studio at this point in time. Like she has a whole like room rented out and everything. We saw it in videos. It's pretty large. I mean, you're telling me all those people, right?
Nobody noticed.
Right. Like, whenever you have a small group like us, we'll tell you if you have like a plot hole. Out of that many people, no one thought to tell aphmau, hey, there's an error in the script.
I think this is why I used to have dreams about like working for aphmau as a continuity advisor. Because there was an actual demand for one.
Right, like, why... How did this slip through so many times is my question. If, like, they have a larger team than we do. Like, I'm just saying us because it's the most immediate, like, example. But, like...
Yeah.
In general, like, with that many people, like, it has to go through people. How did it slide through?
Yeah, could not tell you. Then again, I just watched the movie Bugsy Malone, and that movie apparently had a continuity advisor, and let me tell you, they did not do their job at all. Movie was fun, don't get me wrong, it's just it made no sense. Anyway, as for this, I've actually been rewatching The Big Move. I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go back at this point and just, go on another nostalgia trip, just like as an actual viewer instead of like analyzing everything. But yeah, one thing that does come up is, of course, every time we go back to The Big Move, everything is so different. Even like offhanded comments, either relating to diaries or they were, random lore inserts that eventually you'd end up like going against. I suppose if you improvise everything, that's always kind of a risk that you're going to end up forgetting something. I mean, I guess you've been more involved in this process than I have, but I'm sure that leaves opportunity for something to slip through the cracks. And like I said, this show's been going on for so long now, and there's so many installments that we're past like the 200 mark in terms of these videos, and we've almost got to the 2-year anniversary of MyStreet 5 years later, and thus obviously 5 years ago, the franchise as a whole.
See, it's interesting because in regards to continuity in the Minecraft scene, because Ice Cubes is the most recent big like Minecraft stuff they've been doing for. Polar himself doesn't really, he's not focused too much on the lore, to say it kindly on stream, but especially the improv ones, the improv ones, because the characters are made by the creators. The creators are only ever focusing on their own like character story, which really helps in regards to continuity. Because
by the creators, you mean the actors, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, because like, for instance, me as Tejas, right, or my other plethora of characters, but mainly Tejas. I really only had to worry about Tejas' story. I didn't have to so much worry about, oh, how does this connect to Sarah and Denal and on Oliver. It's like, it just didn't matter to the character until it did. So...
until it did?
Well, yeah, because, like,
I suppose it
like,
does have to like come together in some way as an actual
yeah.
story, obviously. Yeah.
But it works really well, especially in improv specifically, because since you're only focusing on like a linear path and you aren't so much focused on how every little detail ties together, unless you're a manic, like, unless you're me. Go look up Polar Cinematic Universe Phase 1 and 2. You'll see
I
my
think that's
very
why
hard work.
I think that's why Polar won't fire you, because he needs you.
You know.
So yeah, continuity advisors do come in handy even there.
They do, yeah.
With scripted content, it is much easier to go back and check for references. I've been there before, you know.
That's true, because then you can just do like Control F.
Well, yeah. Either you Control F in the same documents, you just have a look around on your computer, save files or stuff, you're doing it there. Or honestly, you go back and watch your own videos, give yourself some more watch time. That works too. Obviously, by this point, I would be going back and using the scripts because you don't want to scroll through 200 episodes just to be like that. But
binging the entire MyStreet universe in like every week.
Every time you want to make a new episode.
You'd be posting, maybe that's why it took so long to post these episodes.
Maybe that's what Tara was watching the entire day. She was watching a show the length of MyStreet, and that's why she was so exhausted.
No,
it was aphmau projecting.
See, that makes more sense. See, because the longer this like universe went on, the longer it took until a new entry and it came out. This is the real reason. Because every time she went and rewatched it all, and it just kept getting longer.
And that's what happened with season 6 as well, because suddenly Diaries came back into the picture, so that had to be rewatched
exactly.
as well.
It was just 4 months of binging, so that way she didn't get anything wrong, really.
Oh,
See,
my
aphmau
word.
is really just a wordsmith. She's got herself a silver tongue in the pin. So much so that she has to, examine and analyze rigorously. See, she's really just rewatching it right now. That's the real reason season 7 hasn't come out.
Yeah, just all 296 episodes just constantly like engraved in her brain. Either that or she's rewatching the series now being like, oh, that's a concept I can use for a video right now. Just stick it on the server. That's more like it, honestly.
Yeah, make a really bright thumbnail.
That being said, if anyone is watching this, look up the video aphmau needs a snack. It's just a random short, but trust me, it's something. It's something.
It's certainly indicative of where her content has gone nowadays, I tell you what.
It's my personal recommendation for recent aphmau content, apart from the aphmau is happy series,
What is that?
Have many of those. Well, like aphmau is happy, aphmau is angry and stuff, because for some like the idea that your emotions like boil down to like such a default, and how people actually deal and process that is actually something somewhat interesting to watch unravel.
Oh, like how Josh views emotions.
I suppose.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. No, aphmau's weird nowadays. I pray very frequently. It's like, if only we can get I'm just waiting for the day, get a notification from the aphmau Stories channel.
Oh yeah, true.
The day I get the MyStreet season 7 episode 1 countdown to doomsday. That's what I would title it.
Yeah.
That's what I would title it, by the way, just because they implied that there is an apocalypse coming. That's what I would title episode 1. But the day
they just have like an Unasana style clock at the beginning of every single video as like how long it is until the apocalypse happens.
They have like the demon warlock's like symbol on like both sides of the clock.
It's like that, and a chant is going like Minecraft, MyStreet, Minecraft, MyStreet.
Oh man, I got excited for I was making this. We were doing this bit, and I immediately got a notification, and I was like, "No way!" And no, it's not. I just got my hopes up for nothing. It's just IGN saying that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 won't let PC and Xbox players disable crossplay. That's not at all what I'm looking for.
It's significantly less exciting.
It is it is quite a bit less exciting. I was about to say, did I just manifest this?
God, if we got my aphmau stories notification right now, I would have just like shared screens and just like streamed this immediately.
You get a live reaction of season 7.
You know what? Forget this. I just ended the stream with no conclusion. Just gone onto YouTube itself. I don't care if I get another copyright warning or something. I can get a warning. I can afford to do that. The other strike got cleared like last month. No, 2 months ago actually. So
can we start streaming on your channel again then?
Well, I don't want to be in the cycle of constantly getting strikes. Like,
no, you can just get a strike. No, you can just get a strike and then let it go away and then go back to it.
It's like 1 or 2 videos. Also, actually, the premieres have been performing way better than these streams ever did. Actually,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely doing better now that you're streaming on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, the streams themselves, the live events have suffered. But the actual viewer engagement and stuff, like on YouTube particularly, which is all I care about really. Sorry, Mark Zuckerberg. That's improved quite a lot. So yeah, thanks everyone for that.
He won't care. He's an emotionless robot. The only reason he has a "I am not a robot" message at the beginning is that way no one can rival him.
Yes. Well, we all know that if you want to be not rivaled, you just put "I am not a robot" somewhere, and that means that you no longer have rivals. Anyway, back to the conclusion of the episode.
The only man who could rival Mark Zuckerberg is a fellow robo from Facebooktron.
From Facebooktron, of course.
Yeah, it's off there. It's out there in the social galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Right there alongside their
Cybertron.
What's the new thing they're doing? The one that everyone hates.
Oh, what, the metaverse?
Yeah, it's right there in the metaverse.
Hmm.
The Zucker lore is getting intense.
No, see, here's the thing. You mentioned Facebooktron. No, it's actually just regular Cybertron, but you have Decepticons, Autobots, and Zuckerbergs. That's how it goes.
Yeah, of course. See, the real reason we get reboots all the time for Transformers is because Mark Zuckerberg keeps on committing mass genocide, and then he has to go to another universe.
Okay, and we're gonna leave it there. Right, I think the bit has run its course. So, right, back to this. Caitlin, inconsistent but still entertaining. She did have that line of "stop being adorable as heck," which is actually, I feel like that's an improvement on delivery that aphmau gave in Love of Paradise, was like, "Stop being adorable." It just pushed Aaron away. So yeah, memes of that, please, instead of the Love of Paradise one. It's good, but it's not as good. Yeah. Hopefully, Eric will eventually realize that Caitlin is dating again. I don't remember a scene where that ever comes up, but to be honest, if Luke, I'd have loved to have seen at the time of Luca handling Eric way more effectively than Travis ever did. In fact, actually, that could have come into it later. It's like, why couldn't you stay with Luca, Sugar P? Why'd you have to date this Travis kid? I don't know, something like that.
And let's hope they finally address that one girl with a probably eating disorder that's clearly like affecting her classwork, which is a thing I know for a fact happens. I do recall multiple times in class scenes where she's like, "Does anyone have food?" And the class shortly ends. So to me, that implies that she's sitting there all day in class like, I need food, which seems like it would hinder her work quite a bit. I can't imagine she went to college many more years than this one. I figure she gets kicked out.
I'm fairly certain she's already a senior, but okay.
She must have bribed her teachers with food.
And that's why she no longer had any food.
Exactly. It all comes full circle. See?
Of course. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we get a spin-off based on that one girl?
But based on Betty, I know that Maya would love that because it's actually also implied that Betty is ace, and that got that got a bunch of celebration during the last stream. I saw some comments. Maya actually was on the live feed, like commenting, and was actually like, "Yes, go Betty." It's like we don't remember if that's a thing for certain. Don't get too excited yet. We'll see that as it transpires.
Maya has no quality control and just believes anything involving a fanfic must be true because it's better than this continuity and storyline at that given moment.
I don't know if there are that many fanfics surrounding Betty. I don't imagine.
I can only imagine that aphmau fandom in its prime, surely.
If anything, most fanfics were, the most fanfics were about, like, couplings and stuff. So having a fanfic specifically to depict a character it's based on as asexual seems like it would go against, what the fanfic community is intending, with a few exceptions. But who knows? Maybe there is a Betty X Food fanfic out there. There's Xanax Cupcakes, so I guess that's not off the table, literally.
The fandom always struck me as LGBT friendly, I bet, in regards to fanfics, which one would also imply ace.
That's not but think about it this way: even if you're LGBT friendly, like most fanfic creators are trying to pair people together. You can't do that if you're having an ace character as the main focus. That's what I'm saying.
No. The ace character is just learning how to love themselves.
I mean, that's wholesome. I don't see many fanfics like that, and frankly, I would love to see more of them, but that is wholesome, at least. I highly doubt that was thought of.
It's a perfect workaround.
Of course. I mean,
as is everything I say, of course.
Yeah, with zero obvious exceptions.
Of course, you understand. Okay, so goodbye, everyone. It was a lovely stream.
We didn't even get through the final thoughts of everything.
It was a good episode, phenomenal. Everyone agrees it was perfect and flawless and had no continuity errors. Well met, lords and ladies. I don't remember this outro any more than I remember my own.
That was the intro that you just did there.
What?
Well met, lords and ladies is the intro, not the outro.
No, I don't remember this outro any more than I remember my own, so... have a pleasant day, guys. Okay, you can hit the in-stream button now, Jacob.
No, I can't, because I have to do one more thing first, which is tell people when the next stream is actually going to be.
It's certainly a day. Okay, it's time to end.
Yeah, no, it's not. So the next stream is going to be, of course, they'd be meeting in person. So they do end up meeting in person, and actually, I just realized the episode after that is I realized the episode after that is Stay Away Hussy, which actually, of course, would need to happen if they had that. So yeah, of course they don't take too long with that. All right. But yes, next episode we're meeting in person, and that will, of course, actually be coming out on the anniversary of MyStreet itself, actually, November the 3rd.
I'm so excited to meet you in person, Jacob. Tune in on that day on the Butter Bunch, everyone. See you then. Well met, lords and ladies. Have a good day.
That's still the intro. Anyway, we'll see you on November the 3rd. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe to us already. And on that note, until next time, farewell is what you were trying to say before.
Well met, lords and ladies. Have a wonderful time.
Okay.